Penn students, it isn't strange for undergrads to be doing remarkable things. Penn students mentor youth at home and abroad. Penn students start their own businesses. Penn students break dance. Penn students break dance. And Penn students perform freestyle rap. Penn students are making hip hop. And I'm one of them. Since coming to Penn, I've come across lots of other people just like me who are making hip hop music.
Flow, and I go ham trying to make some bread with cheese.
I kind of accidentally came across it.
Yes, and you can't ignore me. I'm just a force, and I'm messing around, and I'm about to go horse.
About to go horse, but I spit it all on course.
I'm gonna sayonara till you suckers wanna touch it. School you like skip at the rubber with.
And I wanted to talk to them about what it's like doing it at Penn. Is there a culture? Is it receptive? And where does it fit in their lives?
I just can open my mouth and slice 1,000 words, and you know it's real.
I'm hungry, ain't got no money. Financial aid, pull a fast one on me. Sally Mae just smiled in my face, gave me the cash, said, here, have a taste. That got me sweating like a runaway slave, right? Got a place to stay as long as my grades right. And I just might make it. If the beat's right, I expiration date it. Still gotta pace it, racing ain't an option. Winning like Stockton, flow so hypoxic, toxic. Curriculum is killing the youth, so I'm killing the booth, trying to see a switch.
You just have to move the... Oh, okay. Oh, fuck yeah. I'll go.
Rapping is a technique. It's a way of expressing yourself and summing up the world through artistic representation.
Clap. Boom, clap. Boom, boom, clap. Boom, clap.
So, you know, a song is one person's way of communicating a message. And I think like a remix is another person's like response to like their message. And that's communication, right?
So since hip hop is communication, are the people getting the message?
All here, paper pads and Word docs. Not a problem here.
Are they responsive and receptive to hip hop music in this form or in any form?
They're busy with other things and they don't take the time to practice and finesse their craft, even if they did like rap. So most of them will be like, yeah, I like rap. And I'll be like, what do you listen to? They'll be like, oh, I don't know, like Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz and Waka Flocka. And I'll be like, I mean, yeah, well, so you like pop rap?
I found, you know, a core group of people, but I feel like the scene here still could like totally be so much more.
They don't know what's out there. They don't know what's been. They don't know who's doing the things they've never heard of because they've never heard of it because they haven't looked for it.
You don't really hone anything until you practice, and I feel that's kind of where people shortchange themselves, is that they don't really give it a shot.
This ain't nothing that I'm used to. I don't know about rapping, because I'm just a producer. Born in West Champaign, Illinois, the Illy, but now I'm here in Philly.
If you really do want the hip hop culture, I think you gotta look for it. If you want any culture, you gotta do your research. You can't, it's like with Native American culture, you can't just, you know, put on some war paint and you know Native culture. You gotta do your research and you gotta see it firsthand. And it's really like a beautiful thing when you do that.
I am the spirit of the rock that's sock, Custer in the brain until the end of days. I am here to stay now. Some call it lowbrow, but it ain't nothing music. I'm here to take oppression by the neck and noose it.
You know, it was all about digging from the start, finding those break beats in the vinyl, and finding the samples in the vinyl, and finding your favorite artists. Like when Ninth Wonder came and did the lecture to Penn, he talked about looking for like a year for this one tape with this song. And I don't think people are necessarily into that today. It's just like search on YouTube or what's on BET, and then they'll say hip hop is dead because they don't know how to look, or they just don't know to look, or they think that they shouldn't have to do that.
People who don't know about it get that stereotype image of it. So, I mean, it's either like you kind of have to be involved with it and know about it to appreciate it. So if you don't, the same thing with opera music. I mean, if you don't know what opera music is about, you think it's just a bunch of random singing, you know? A lot of people can't stand it either. So if you just kind of get the lingo, you get what they're talking about, and then you understand what the culture is about, then you start appreciating it.
Going, but my man J-Boy, he's talking, yes, he's just rolling.
Talking, I'm rolling, but I'm a rap, I'm patrolling, cause I got it, I'm showing that I just know how I'm knowing.
Yeah, rappers, man. There's J-Boy too, man. I gotta shout him out, you know.
Biggest giving no apologies, I'm chilling with my man, so we always rap it in, get it in. It was really forged out of the fact that people told me I couldn't. And you know, Eminem was still the only real big rapper who was white at the time, so everybody like called me like that kid who's like trying to be the next Eminem and stuff like that. And even my friends, you know, they were like, all right, I mean, you know, follow your dream, but just know that you're being a copycat. And I was like, yeah, well, we'll see about that. So I wrote a bunch of lyrics, and I think a lot of it was just forged on the fact that people were telling me I couldn't, and I wanted to prove that I could. So in my own way, I mean, that's like, it is sort of a like started from the bottom kind of story, but not the type that I feel like a lot of rappers are familiar with. Different context, same theme.
His thought process, you know, was really
craziness and crazy shit. Plus, you know that those dogs aren't dating, but I think I see them wrestling, or maybe they are mating. Now I'm just really playing, I just look for observations, but I spit a couple rhymes, I got the lyric conversation. Hip hop is not people who say bitch and who rhyme in a certain pattern and dress in a certain way and have a certain skin color or set of beliefs. Rap is whatever it turns out that everybody who engages in these basic techniques is doing. Which is why, for me, being a rapper is not who you are or what you are, it's what you do.
As I sit and meditate about where I'm headed before I head to heaven's gates, I pray to God he makes me great. I pray to God he makes me great till the age of 88. Lifelong success, I want that guarantee. Want to put on for my partners and my family. Just feels like life can't be wasted, so I'ma reach my dreams and still get wasted, cause we living young, wild, and free, but still got plans to grow. Wanna make glory my plan before my plans to go. So I'm seeding on my land, waiting for my plans to grow. Living legend, huh? Wanna be the best man afloat. And I go ham trying to make some bread and cheese. Not trying to get some head for free, just trying to be me, the best man to breathe. In this game, remember me like 2, 3.
Yeah. So people at Penn are making hip hop, even though hip hop and college don't traditionally go together. Where does hip hop stand in their life? Where do they see it going in the future?
One thing that I'm liking about hip hop now is that people are just doing all sorts of crazy stuff. There's no like set formula for hip hop anymore, depending on the genre that you're trying to do. But with guys like Odd Future, Action Bronson, even my manager in this group, I mean, you can be as alternative and weird as you want, but if it sounds good, people will respect it. So for me, I'm more or less just, I'm making music that I like. You know, I'll make this, if I like it, I'll put it out.
I really do love the hip hop culture, and I don't think that I need to be in it to keep it thriving. It definitely needs other rappers and beat makers and all that stuff, but like personally, I just like to be a part of that culture because I can blend it in. That's the beautiful thing about hip hop culture, is I can just blend it in with my own, and more I've been able to realize and do that.
So hip hop for me would definitely be kind of like a lifelong hobby. It's something I'm really into. When I'm doing work, I can't listen to music and do work because then I'll start listening to the music. You know, so when I take a break, I'll just put on my headphones and then just listen to music for a few minutes and then get back to work. So it's kind of just like it's sort of my, it's how I like enjoy myself, how I relax, and it's just something I'm really into, like all parts of it, from like b-boy culture. to like rapping, producing, just to like community things and such. So, you know, if I did get the opportunity, I would love to do some production. That would probably be my, I guess, my dream.
I suspect that one way or another, I'll still be rapping at 90 if I'm, still with it enough for fun, practicing, and as a hobby. Just because you may never become a professional tennis player doesn't mean you won't play tennis with your friends when you're old or like retired or whatever.
Some people come home and just watch TV, drink beer, whatever, go to bars, party. For me, it's like if I got music on the side, like, I can do music. You get home at like 5 or 6 from work. What are you doing from 6 to 10 or 6 to 12? I'm making music. I'll make records, I'll do shows.
I mean, no matter what, that music is going to stick with me. On my way to work, on my way to class, on my way to wherever, I'll be listening to music. During my free time, when I should be doing other things, I'll definitely be saying music.
So there you have it. We're Penn students who eat at Houston Hall, live in the high-rises, who also like to write rhyming lyrics over instrumentals. Some of us get paid for it. Others just do it for fun. But we're all here, and we didn't start like this. It's like a sport or a skill, we work at it every day. And we all started rhyming. Cat and hat. Don't be afraid to try it. You might love it. Mind of Angela Davis, arguments persuasive, cooking so I'm chasing. You're stuck in my dreams, sort of like Scream. For children, I'm filling poems with feelings of how I want you to feel it. You turn my eyes into twin acts. It's so complex. The way you act is striking, proactive, be fighting. You make me grip my skin, start writing. More stellar than stellar, riding Orion's belt. Draco causing skies to melt. Apollo when he rides as well. Hate to see your eyes feel like wells. Prefer to watch them glow like starlight on crystal shells. Been through hell and heaven, reflecting, hearing no mention of how someone so fabulous ain't got the God's attention. Like a question no one knew to pose, couldn't understand this rose. A diamond among gemstones, admired, is thoughtful, inspired, so beautiful. Your voice like Piccolo, so musical. I'm about to go crazy.